Charlotte at the home of the Bobcats. We're broadcasting from the Time Warner Cable Arena. Well, it was the Charlotte Bobcats in their last game, a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Courtesy of State Farm, here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters in the backcourt. Lonzo G and Tristan Thompson, the duo at forward. And it's Verjao in at the 5 down low. And for the Bobcats, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Haywood is out there with Byron Mullins. Then there's Ben Gordon, and it's Walker in at the point. Cleveland on defense. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Bobcats. Gordon outside. Rebound by Anderson Varejao.
When you look at Anderson Varejao, guys, I think you're seeing one of the best defensive big men in the NBA. He can guard the post. He's also quick enough and agile enough to guard guards in pick and roll switches. Extremely mobile, block shots, and he's an irritant. He just bothers people out there.
Here's Mullins. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Defeated by the Bobcats in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. And Verjao, one of the rare bigs in this game who blocks shots and Clark and draws charges.
Yeah, I think half of those charges are flops, though. But nonetheless, I'm going to give him. Credit. This is a guy that knows how to get into position to draw fouls. He does a really good job of it. And he seems to know how to keep his feet, when to leave them. He's got a nice head on his shoulders for defense.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Charlotte. The offensive rebound. Outside, Walker shoots the 3. Kept alive. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Walker. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Waiters kicks to Thompson.
It's been no postseason action for Cleveland since LeBron James left. Overall, it seems the franchise goes on these spurts of making and not making the playoffs. I don't think they'll have to wait too long before getting back there, though. A lot of good young players in the Cavs system now.
That one is no good. Getting back, Clark, to what you said about Cleveland, postseason not a problem for them, but the franchise still looking for their first championship.
Well, they came close. Remember, 2007, they made the finals, although they did get swept by San Antonio. But that was when LeBron James was around. Ever since the trade, or I should say the defection of LeBron, ultimately it was a sign and trade. Ever since LeBron left, they've been in rebuilding mode here in Cleveland.
Bobcats have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
On defense, the Bobcats. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Byron Scott.
Kevin, he said he expects their interior defense to be airtight tonight. He said shot blocking is something our team can really hang its hat on. That ability to contest and deny shots inside frees us up to be more aggressive on the perimeter. So in a sense, it's really the foundation for us defensively. Guys, they can build on that to secure the W.
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And, guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. And they always seem to feed off of that defense. They're just really trying to attack and force some turnovers and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
The 15-footer, good as the jump shot falls. Henderson's got 6 points.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Oh, look out, man.
Finishing. Oh, the one-hand jam.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
And the Bobcats with the new group in. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Hayward. Taylor comes in for Byron Mullins. Then Gordon's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker.
Real persistence on his part. Stayed with the play and cashed in with the second chance points.
Sessions passes to Taylor. And a finish with 2 hands.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Miles dishes to Dillon. He feeds it to Miles. Shot from the low block. And that one's good.
C.J. Miles.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bobcats with the lead. Here's Gordon. The shot's good. Sessions making them pay. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And then C.J. Miles with the dunk.
Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Here's Henderson. Kicks it out to Gordon. He dishes it to Taylor. Sessions defended by Gibson. Blocked. But they recover it. Taylor kicks to McRoberts. The feed to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. That drops. Gordon's got 5 points so far. Gibson for 3. The Bobcats pull it in. And it's the Bobcats on the break. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. A free. 17. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've been watching here, guys, with the Bobcats, what do you two see?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
Jeff Taylor is out there with Josh McRoberts. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Mullins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Bobcats. Sessions. That is good. Mick Roberts has got his first 2 points.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
And Walker kicks to Taylor. Mullins. The dish to Taylor. He kicks it to Sessions. There's the pass to Taylor. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter.
The Bobcats seem to have had some momentum in 2010 when the franchise made its lone playoff appearance, but they seem to have sputtered out after that and now are clearly in full rebuild mode.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Byron Mullins. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Taylor. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Sessions. Shot's good by Walker. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Back to the last and only playoff showing for the Bobcats. They did seem to be a team on the rise that year, but unfortunately, Steve, they just couldn't keep it going.
Well, they couldn't keep the talent together. Remember, they had Tyson Chandler, they had Jared Wallace. They had guys who were pretty highly paid, and they decided to cut back on expenses and kind of retool with some future draft picks. And unfortunately, that's a long process sometimes.
Back to Gordon. And Walker kicks to Haywood. Kid Gilchrist. Kicks it out to Gordon. Nice pass in here by Charlotte.
Hammer time. Simply said, a tremendous rebound and a tremendous dunk. T-squared.
He was a man possessed right there.
Yep, that's the kind of energy that you always get from him night after night.
Charlotte making some changes. Taylor's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Henderson comes in for Ben Gordon. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the Cavaliers, Ellington comes in for Waiters. And Daniel Gibson subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Gibson. Right now averaging 5 points a game. For 3, that's good. Gibson's got 5.
Gibson is really a three-point specialist, Kevin. He's not a pure point guard, even though he handles the ball at times, but his strength is spotting up and knocking down that 3.
Every team in the NBA needs shooters. That's what he provides. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Cleveland's looking to get on the scoreboard.
How about the trade that Cleveland made a year and a half ago with the Clippers? They basically gave up Mo Williams. They got Baron Davis and the #1 overall pick in the draft, which turned into Kyrie Irving. So, pretty good exchange there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bobcats. Byron Mullins is checked in for Haywood. And Josh McRoberts subbed in for Taylor. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Zeller. Tristan Thompson comes in for Maurice Spates. And Alonzo G subbed in for C.J. Myers. The Cavaliers released Baron Davis, freeing up cap space. Davis, of course, eventually signed with the New York Knicks. It really helped them accelerate in Cleveland, Clark, the rebuilding process. And, of course, that being from where you're from, so you can really identify with what they're trying to do. And, you have a soft spot in your heart for them.
Without question, Cleveland is my hometown. I always want to see that team do well. And a fresh start, good young rookies, cap space, they're on their way.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Sessions. No good from Gibson.
They have really been a group of glass eaters out there today, fellas. I mean, just devouring any and all rebounds.
And I think that's the difference in the game right now. A double-digit lead in that category.
Second team foul.